This is the citation that you received from the police department over the last incident.
Yeah.
And that's a violation of criminal anti-harassment order. Now, where's the order? You got a copy of the order? Let's see.
But that's being... There are all kinds of papers. But I thought you could say what you wanted to. I was very upset. I had to listen. I mean, I was here by myself, and you never know. There's good cops, there's bad cops.
Exactly.
And I had to stand here and watch him tear up my shrubbery.
Well, basically, most police officers are hardworking. They're ethical. You know, they got into the job for the right reasons. And then there's a few, and it's really a very few, that do it for the wrong reasons.
Well, I'll tell.
And this is what we're trying to make our assessment of whether or not this is the case. My preemptive thought of this is that the police officer didn't act appropriately in this circumstance. But in order to substantiate that claim, we need to come up with some evidence. The audio recording that was made on his last visit showed some evidence indicating that he is already biased against you.
Oh, he is, because I've had several incidents. I called on him.
This is the order of protection harassment, which is this document here. And it has the petitioner, Jason and Haley Graham. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then the respondent is you. And the order was issued by the Skagit County District Court. Is that how you pronounce it? Skagit?
Skagit.
Skagit, okay. And that's in Mount Vernon, Washington. So it sounds like we would need to go there to get documentary evidence about their case.
Oh, I have their case.
Okay. And I want to know, okay, exactly what's on this order. And it lists several minor children of the Graham family. And the respondent is restrained from making any attempts to contact, and it was penciled out, any minors named in the above table. Okay, so they scratched out petitioner and basically stated no contact with the minors, which there's 13, 10, 8, 2, and 10-month-old minors. Now, the petitioners are not part of this, the protected persons on the order, even though they're a party of the case. And the order is valid until February 6, 2013, and it was issued on February 6, 2012. So it's valid for 1 year, and it was signed by a judge. Now, I'm looking at the citation, and the citation was issued I'm trying to find the date of issue here. 5/14. which is not very long ago, and it was for the violation of the protection order. Now you're saying that you were basically complaining about your neighbors from inside your house?
Yeah, I just had it because he's tore up my property. He's tore up stuff in back there.
Okay, and he's located over here, or?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
And I was cutting up my stuff. The screen door was closed. I thought you could say what you wanted in your own person.
But you were inside your house when these statements were made.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the property assessment of your boundaries? Okay, and this is the official assessment.
Well, this was what. Did you ever get a hold of Don Yankasi?
That is, I wanted to interview you first.
Oh.
That way I can get a really good grasp of what your side of the story is, and then will start interviewing your witnesses.
Well, he wasn't a witness to this. But
Okay.
He's a witness to that guy's.
Okay, but he
liar.
knows. Okay, all right. So he would be a witness to the credibility of that person. All right. Now,
See, they bought 15 feet over later.
okay.
So it goes right.
This is your property.
Yes.
And which is the current boundary, or the time of the incident? Right here.
Right here.
Okay, and I can see that there's a satellite image. And what we'll do is, I know you'll probably need to retain a copy of this for your records. We'll go to the city department and see if I can get another copy for our file, because we're going to need copies of everything in order for Mr. Kamau to make his report. And what's this document?
Oh, that's what he said. I would call the coyotes down.
Okay, this is all right. So this is the order, and this is
So I had to go.
this is the petition for the order. Okay. All right. And what influence does this individual have with the government, with the police department?
He's from the Mount Vernon Police Department.
Okay, so he's a police officer at the Mount Vernon Police Department, and I'm presuming that the officers here know.
It's from it.
Okay, or at least he would probably more likely not announce himself as a police officer. So therefore, that could potentially create a bias right from minute one. And I'll need a copy of this. So his argument for the harassment order is this statement here. Okay. Okay, so his claim is that you began making harassing noises and comments when your family is outdoors. Okay.
I did. I said dog killer.
Okay, well, I'm kind of going over his argument, and then we'll follow up with what you want to say. Okay,